Sunday, folks. So back with another long form video today. I said I would take you through my running session that I have today. It is Sunday. I took a little bit of a breather from the last running session, which was the 5x1 kilometer intervals. Pretty happy with how that one went. So today I'm doing 6x800 meter intervals, and I'm giving myself 90-second rest in between. So less distance, less rest time, and an extra interval on there as well. So looking forward to getting this going. I'm going to be doing an out and back as well. I was up at the local track, which is 400 meter track, which would have been handy, but it's really busy up there. So I said I would bring the camera down here instead, a little bit shy around that as well. So looking forward to getting stuck into this. I'm going to go through my warm-up. I'll do like a 1.5 kilometer jog distance, kind of warming up. I'll do my exercises that it was similar to in the last video as well, just get me fired up, get everything mobilized, get the hamstrings moving pretty well, and yeah, looking forward to getting stuck into this one. So I'm going to show you a couple of clips. Hopefully it doesn't rain. I don't think it will. It looks pretty sunny. It's pretty sunny over this way anyway. So I'm going to be running down this way, about 400 meters turn, coming back up. So yeah, I had to kind of cut the last day between the runs with the talking to the camera, because it was just lashing, the camera was getting soaking, so didn't bother with that. But hopefully today I will be able. So yeah, I'll get stuck into the warm-up now. It's not actually too cold. It's a little bit chilly, like, you know, kind of early morning chilliness, but can't complain. It's not too bad. So we'll get stuck into this and I'll show you a couple of clips. Nothing like the side of the van to give you a bit of balance here. So that's just a few movements done now. I'm going to get stuck into my warm-up lap and see how that goes. It was funny, a fella passing by me there, seeing the camera and the tripod, said, "Are you making a film?" I said, "Yeah, trying to." So it's funny. But yeah, no, looking forward to getting stuck into this warm-up now. So I'll go down about maybe 800 meters nice and steady, and then I'll come back. So that's the warm-up lap done, guys. Feeling good, feeling nice and warm. It's definitely really warm today. The sun is shining there, so definitely makes a massive difference when the sun is shining down compared to when the rain is shining down. I know sometimes for me the rain is nice just to kind of cool you down, but when you're kind of turning and trying to go fast, it's not as nice. So yeah, looking forward to getting stuck into the first one now. 800 meters, so it's actually grand. Like, I'll go out 400 meters, it's not that far up this way, and then turn back, and it's pretty straight, pretty flat. So going to try my best and see how the speed is at. But yeah, warm enough now to take off the jacket again today. So we'll get stuck into the first one, and I'll give you a little recap in my 90-second breather. So let's go. So I kind of underestimated how quick and easy I'd be able to talk to you guys between intervals. I have 25 seconds until my next one, so hold that thought. Done and dusted, guys, so pretty happy with how that went. Definitely found that harder than the last session I done with the 2-minute rest. 90-second rest made a big difference today. Just had to get my heart rate down quicker, had to recover faster to be able to go again, and I definitely felt it on the last one. The last interval was my slowest, 3:49, and then my fastest one was my first one, 3:22. And I kind of kept it within that bracket there, like 3:23, 3:27. 3:37 then was the second last interval, which was the second slowest one. But happy enough overall with kind of the bracket that I'm working with these intervals. And the last one there really killed my legs. My hamstrings were so engaged on those runs. They haven't been as engaged, like they really were kicking in, and I could feel them firing up. Probably getting more so tired towards that last interval, but really happy with that, because I've struggled to kind of engage my hamstrings when I'm running, and I'm kind of using too much of my hip flexors to kind of bring my leg forward, and that kind of extension of the hamstring as well on the proximal range. Hamstring felt fine again on my left side today, so really happy with that. But yeah, it was a lot warmer today. The conditions definitely make a difference as well, I think. There's a nice little breeze, but the sun is shining, and that does make a difference compared to the rain the last day. But yeah, pretty happy with that. So 6x800 meter intervals in the bag there. 90-second rest in between. So I'll work on that now over the next couple of weeks, that I'm kind of maybe lowering my rest time, keeping the distance similar, but, you know, giving myself maybe less rest time, or, you know, trying to get myself to recover quicker, get that heart rate back down. I have noticed though that my heart rate is coming back down. I know sometimes the watches can be a bit inaccurate with heart rates and stuff like that in the zones, but I guess they're the best gauge that you have, you know, on your wrist when you're running or whatever, doing intervals and things. So yeah, pretty happy with that. And you know, I want to kind of be able to get my heart rate down a little bit quicker, and that kind of comes down to, you know, the overall fitness, and the intervals are going to be really good for that. So yeah, happy enough with that. So next week I'll probably have 2 conditioning sessions in the mix as well. As I was saying, like, on my last video as well, that I suppose the goal last year was to train for a marathon. So, you know, my main goal was to try and increase my mileage, get my body used to moving for a long period of time. and that was kind of my goal. Now my goal is to kind of, you know, increase my speed. So if I go running maybe 10k or doing a couple of 5ks, it's better than nothing. But if you have a specific that you want to maybe improve your speed, improve your heart rate and things like that, it's important to kind of include different specifics in your actual running training. So, you know, especially for people who are looking to do that, people who are kind of looking to maybe run a marathon, it's always better to do something rather than nothing. You know, and it's good to kind of be focusing on getting the mileage in the legs. Like for me last year, that was a big thing, because I would have been used to training or playing field sports, so I would have been probably better off at them maybe quick bursts, a bit of speed work, cutting and turning, whereas my body wasn't used to moving for say 4 hours or 3.5 hours, whatever it may be. I suppose the longest training run I did for my marathon was 32 kilometers, so we'll say I was moving for probably 3.5 hours doing that. And you know, I definitely needed to get that under the belt before I done any marathon training, because my body wasn't exposed enough to that kind of distance training or distance running. It would have been more used to kind of field sport, short bursts here and there, you know, not too many long distance runs. Like even when we were training for football during COVID, we would have been doing a lot of 1 kilometre, 3 kilometre runs just to kind of keep something in the mix. And my body wouldn't have been used to that long distance at all. So it kind of just comes down to what your goal is, and to make sure that always remember that something is better than nothing. But if you want to improve on a specific thing, it's important to have that variety of that thing in your training. Like for me at the minute, I definitely wasn't doing enough speed work, and that's probably a reason why, you know, I was getting niggles in my hamstrings and stuff like that, because I wasn't exposing them enough to the speed and to that reaction that I need them to, you know, take part in different runs and things like that. So it's important for me to expose myself now to doing that. And again, I want to improve my overall fitness. So if you're going out kind of running at the same pace, doing the same distance, you know, 2 to 3 times per week, again, it is good, but you're not going to be developing maybe your fitness, or you're not going to be developing your speed and things like that. Maybe that's not your goal, and that's absolutely fine. But if you're kind of saying to yourself, oh, I'd like to get fitter, or I'd like to be able to run further for longer and faster, well, then you need to kind of incorporate those little elements into your training to allow that to happen, and to kind of expose your body to allow those adaptations to happen in your overall fitness and speed that you want to improve. So just something to think about, I suppose, as well, if you're someone who is a runner, because I know there's a lot of information out there now, probably sometimes too much information in my opinion, on different ways you should be training. Like, it's important to keep it simple. Like, I see a lot of people like training for marathons, and they kind of like make it look very, very complicated. Like for me, I kept it pretty simple for myself, and everyone has a different starting point. And again, my starting point was that I needed to get the mileage under the belt. Other people's starting point could be that they've done 2 marathons before, they're training for this one now, so they're probably looking to improve their time. I didn't know what time I was going to make mine in. I didn't really have any goals in mind, but you know, those people have kind of different training goals towards their marathon training. But it's important to keep it simple for yourself as well, and kind of not overcomplicate it, and you know, get the help that you need as well to kind of make it specific from time to time. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling on now, because I'm actually getting cold standing around. But yeah, delighted with that interval session now today, guys. And just a quick word on my MBF online coaching hub as well. I've been kind of building this out over the past couple of weeks. So I've always done online coaching, I suppose, alongside running the gym and doing my in-person coaching, and I'm kind of putting more of a push on it now for the new year 2026. So I've been kind of building a big system and database there of, I suppose, programs and workouts to suit different goals, I suppose, that people have. So I have 2 new people after joining there ahead of January. One is a runner. They're looking to try and improve their strength, their speed and their overall fitness. So that program is going to be specific to them. And then I have another person who is after joining, who is kind of more so body composition related goals, looking to kind of tone up, lose a little bit of weight, and that's, I suppose, a different goal for them. But with this, it's going to be a monthly subscription, €35 per month. And, you know, even though it is a group style coaching element, you are going to get a specific program that suits you, because I have it all built out. You will get a questionnaire when you come on board to allow me to give you the proper programming, and then every week it's going to be updated for you to kind of progress and get better on what I'm giving you to do. So, you know, if you're a runner, we'll be working on some gym work. You'll be kind of letting me know what you're training for or what you've been doing, and then I'll be able to kind of see what programming we need to kind of incorporate there for you to benefit your strength, your speed, your fitness, and your overall conditioning there as well. And then the other goals that people might have, they could be sport specific, GAA, rugby. I've worked with a lot of field sport people in the past, especially GAA and rugby. Those would be the two main ones. And then, you know, of course, people who want to kind of drop a little bit of weight or gain muscle. And with this, I suppose the biggest thing with this is it's going to be a massive, you know, element of structure and guidance for people. You know, I'm not just going to give you the program. It's all done out on my online coaching app. So it's pretty user friendly, very easy to follow. But I'm not just going to leave you to your own devices. I'm going to be having you as part of the educational online hub as well, where I'll be shooting in different videos, like things like vlogs and things like that I talk through different topics, common struggles that people might have, and they might be able to implement those tips and advice into their own training, and just bring on board the information and knowledge that I'm trying to get across to people. So it is quite interactive, and there'll be loads of different information on nutrition and things like that to kind of help you towards your goals as well. So if you're interested, I'll drop the details below in the description of this video. And yeah, again, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy these vlog style videos. I actually quite like making them because, as you can tell, I like to kind of ramble on when I get going about different things. So hopefully it is useful or helpful for you guys, and you're maybe picking up some information along the way where I'm waffling on. But yeah, leave it at that. Enjoy the rest of my Sunday. Get some grub into me now. I haven't had the breakfast yet. That's one thing I kind of haven't been focusing too much on, eating too much before these interval sessions, because I don't feel like I'm able. I try and make sure that I have something in me at least 2 hours before, because I'm working at a pretty high effort in these, and I don't want to have to stop midway and throw up. So yeah, that's another important thing, which is probably a video for another day, or the whole topic of nutrition around your training and things like that. Which again is a simple thing, but a lot of people struggle with it, and it's something that we kind of need to just nail down, especially if you want to get the most out of your training, out of your race days, out of your game days and things like that. So yeah, hopefully you have found this helpful, guys, and I will chat to you in the next one.